Value-based leadership is where the leader looks at specific values of the followers and uses these values to drive a positive organization. The model focuses on aspects like ethics, good behavior, common good, outperforming competition so that country will be better. Robin Sharma is a new generation leadership coach. In order to gather data for presentation, I looked at picture for values. So I found out below values as commonly seen in followers. Belief in God, belief in being good, importance of family, attitude towards work, belief on healthy work-life balance, dependability, reliability, spirit of adventure, positivity. 4 principles of value-based leadership. Value-based leadership has been studied by Trobe 2011, looked at specifically on 4 angles. They are self-reflection, balance, self-confidence, humility. Further theories on value-based leadership. Copeland 2014 has established over 8 theories that have led to value-based leadership, all considering the recent after 2000s research predominantly.
If values were not important in leadership, both Gandhi and Hitler would be considered great and virtuous leaders, as they had a lot of followers. But leadership is not just a matter of power and influence, and anyone with a moral compass would see that the two leaders are really different. The values they practice made, in fact, all the difference. Leadership is all about values, and about the values the leaders seek to honor. Gandhi wanted to achieve his goals through pacifist protest, while the values Hitler pushed were that of hate and violence. These examples shows us the importance of value-based leadership and the importance of the values we choose for both good and evil. A modern example would be Jack Ma and Alibaba. Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba, the e-commerce giant from China. He's a self-made billionaire, and today he's the richest person in China. He was born in a poor family, had no formal education, and spent most of his life unemployed. He's now one of the most influential entrepreneurs of our time. Some of the values through which he manages are perseverance and determination, saying that giving up is the greatest failure. He values passion over theoretical skills. He unites people under a single goal. Also, integrity must come before profit, having customers first. Diversity is also important for Jack Ma.
The meaning of the word value is an idea, belief, or mode of action that an individual considers to be important. Values are important to understanding leadership because they explain the focus and direction of people's actions. In our work, we use the Motives, Values, and Preferences Inventory, a 10-scale instrument designed to assess an individual's core values. Motives, Values, Preferences Inventory describes personality from the inside, the core goals, values, drivers, and interests that determine what we desire and strive to attain. By assessing values, you can understand what motivates candidates to succeed and in what type of position, job, and environment they will be most productive. Values-based leadership has 3 important steps. The first step, integrity influences beliefs. Integrity leads to the belief that being honest and authentic is important because it is a basic condition for building trust between employees and leaders. Without these, the following steps will not be carried out. The second step is belief influences thoughts. This leads to thoughts about how leaders can demonstrate integrity through words and actions. The third step is thoughts influence actions. And this governs leader choices about doing what is right, about telling the truth, and about doing what they say they will do. This step may be the most important step because if the leader can't fulfill their promise to the employee, it will cause the employee to question or even distrust the leader. When there is a common value interweaved throughout an organization that mirrors that of the employees, workers are encouraged to work harder to achieve a company's vision. Values-based leadership is motivating employees by connecting organizational goals to employees' personal values, and so employees are working towards something that they personally believe in. This in turn creates a conducive work environment, promoting personal growth and return on business investment, allowing both the employees and the organization itself to grow simultaneously and provides better business outcomes over a longer period of time. Values determine people's behaviours and thus influence their performance at work. If an employee firmly agrees with what an organisation is promoting, a sense of trust and willingness to collaborate is established within the business and furthermore translates to observational behaviour on behalf of the stakeholders. A positive morale is also created for the work environment, encouraging a happier and more comfortable space for employees to work in.
Leaders should always work on themselves and find a good way to communicate with people to grow up the business. Without good skills, leaders will lose all the business and lose all the people. Good leaders need to balance their social, family, and work lives and to be able to give each of them an equal time. They should think of whom, where they should spend most of the time in or with, balancing between family, entertainment life, along with the work. Working with stress. Leaders facing every day challenging and a lot of stress in the workplace. They have to learn how to deal with it by taking some courses or seminars about stress in workplace. Thinking before taking an action. Leaders should always think a lot before deciding the side they should encourage in the story. They should think with their mind before their heart. They need to make others welcome, to make solution, or when taking an action.